Hello. If you're seeing this, this is a promotional video for my book. So if you don't want to see that, skip on ahead. Don't worry about it. It is not for you. Don't. No offense taken. Go ahead. I'll wait a little bit. Waiting. Wait. Waiting. Okay. This is my book, Gloryanna the First Volley. I wrote it. I illustrated it. I recently updated it. It's version 1.06 now. Put some new feats. A lot of corrections were made. There's some adjustments to a few subclasses. There is some new forward. There is some new homebound features. You don't know what those are. Don't worry about it. Just stick around. I'll explain those later. Um, Now this is 261 pages of something I made recently updated. It's been out for a while, but this I'm putting out this video because it's a new update I made. So table of contents, right? Here we are. Look at that. Contents. All clickable. This is all in a PDF format, so just go through here, look at what you want to see the new player species going on, classes. So if you don't know, Gloriana is a sort of fantasy Western setting that I run, that I made. A lot of this is inspired by American folklore and indigenous folklore and myth and mythology and all that. Um, However, it's set in this fantasy world called Gloriana. I want to make this very clear. Gloriana is not America. Those are two separate entities. It's inspired by American stuff going on, but it's not. It's not the same. So there's no there's no slavery here. There's no uh, rapid capitalism. There's no uh, uh, rapid colonization. Everything. It's everything's like you'll see. You'll see. You read the book. You'll find there's a lot of lore going on. I don't have time to explain right now. Just understand that this is its own setting, not America. I want to make that very clear. Credits. So we got forward, all that introductions. All the art here is made by me. I just want to show you what's new in here. New forward, right? New forward stuff. Player species. This is nothing too new here. Some fixes in here. It's small ones. Don't worry about it too much right now. Just know there's 8 player species going on. Some good, interesting choices, including a sort of coyote folk kind of person over here. Um, Manageshi is a playable player species. We got the melon heads, the Sasquatch, the Pukwudgie playable species, Sasquatch playable species. Um, we have creature features. So if you want feats for these creatures, they're all here as well. But there's a bunch of them. Some of them are later level. Some of them can be origin feats if you want them to be. Not all of them. There's a couple choices here and there, but overall, all of them are like level 4 plus. So see if there's any origin feats in here actually. Do I have any? I don't think I do. Yeah, these are all for later level, but they're all pretty legit. Like I think you'll like these. Um, Classes, a whole bunch of new subclasses in this book. All the subclasses I ever made and put out on my coffee page for free, they're all in here, all of it, every single one. I'm not gonna scroll through. There's too many to count, so I'm not gonna go through all this. Just see if I can skip ahead. See what else is going on in here. Oh, Artificers, new infusions if you want those. Warlocks have new invocations. Um, I recently fixed this Bard subclass up. Now it's more 2024 friendly than before. It's also better. It's a lot better than before. It's more playable for sure. I think so. At least I think so. Um, what else I got going on? Let's see. Subclasses. Let me skip through the subclasses real quick so I don't have to like bother you too much with all this here. Um, Paladins, Warlocks, all of it. It's all here. The Tune 4 Sorcerer is part of this book. It's kind of popular on Reddit. People seem to have taken to it, so it's in this book, the Tune 4 Sorcerer. Um, all right, backgrounds. A lot of new backgrounds in this book. A lot of them are for my setting, of course. If you want to use them, you can. Now, obviously, if you're not running Gloriana, can you still use this book? Absolutely. This book, despite being a lore book for my players, it has a whole bunch of new stuff that can be applicable to other homebrew games that are going around. If you want them to exist, I mean, you don't have to use these if you don't want to. Like I said, these are, these are mostly for my setting, but Hopefully, I'm hoping you look in here and you find something you like, and maybe a DM can look in here and find something you like, and they can borrow some ideas. It's all there. Uh, Background homebound features. Okay, this is something unique to my games. When you start in the when you play my game, when you make a character, you decide where you're from or what you're affiliated with, right? Groups, organizations, different countries. Depending where you come from, it grants you benefits, right? You get a magical trinket as both a form of your identification protection on behalf of your affiliation, and you get a social feature. This is usually like a skill, right? A proficiency, a bonus one. A small thing, not a small thing. Um, there's a whole bunch of them. These are all for Gloryanna, right? So I can imagine this is probably what you want to cut out. This this is probably not going to be used in a lot of games, but hopefully maybe you can look through these. It'll inspire you to make your own if you're interested in them. Especially if you're running like a setting with like very few magic items, and you want to give your players a little bit of an edge in the beginning levels. Knowing that you're going into something hard. Uh, and if depending on what the government's like, my government's in this game, they're all about citizens get something to protect themselves. It just makes sense to me that in the Western age, in this modern age of Gloriana, they're gonna. It's not the Dark Age anymore, where people are like fighting off. When a farmer is fighting off giant spiders with a torch and a pitchfork, you get things. The government's there to help you. If the world's like that. Also, if you want to affiliate with a city, you can also affiliate with a different region, like Wild Space, the Feywild, uh, authorities like Emblem, Grit, the Golden Capes. These are like military factions, mercenary factions that you might be more affiliated with than a country or a home. Uh, Criminals are around here as well. You want to affiliate with criminal, the Jade Eagles. Uh, the Southbound Saints, Lifeblood are all part of Gloriana. Not a lot of them, but these are like kind of the in between ones. I didn't throw in any like evil organizations to join. These are mostly like gray zone organizations. Those like very in between the lines kind of thing. Extra features, new features. This is a new chapter. This is part of the update, by the way. 1.06. This is a new thing. Um, a lot of new features in here. Some of them origin features. You'll find notes on them all. They're all kind of beefy. Show them. There you go. New equipment. Custom equipment is in here. Now after this, right? You got new weapons table and all that. You have your own rifles and pistol rules in your other D&D games. That's fine. You can use those, right? This is for my game only. If you want to borrow something from here, you can. But mostly this is getting to lore stuff now. Lore stuff is like the next like couple I want to say the next like 100 pages is like lore stuff. Actually, no, not quite yet. I'm lying to you because next up is spells. You get a lot of new spells going on here as well. Um, Interesting things. By the way, finger gun spell. Um, uh, I can prove it. I made I made finger gun first. Those are the first spells I came up with to put in this book when it first came out back in like two something years ago. When I still developing it. So yeah, I was gonna put that claim out there. I'm not. I'm just trying to. If you want to use the other finger gun, you can. There's room for both two finger guns. I think in this world, it's fine. uh, what's going on here? We got a chainsaw spell going on. After spells, okay, lore stuff. Lots of lore. Lots of lore. You probably gonna ignore this stuff. This is mostly for my players, so you can definitely skip through this. But before these pages, before this lore happens, you still have a whole bunch of good usable homebrew things you can pop into your game, and maybe even in the lore section, if something inspires you, that's why I'm putting it out there. That's why I'm putting it out to the public. Maybe there's something in here that might spark a bit of imagination, if you would. Yeah, information about all the cities and all the player knowledge level information is all in this book as well. It's kind of beefy and lengthy. Uh, Again, you don't have to read all this. This is mostly for my game. So yeah, tribes and all that. Um, Different countries. Panic says this is okay. This is after lore. So now lore is done. Let's say you're not interested in lore. That's fine. Homebrew creatures. homebrew monsters, beasts, transformations for your druid to turn into, beasts you can tame in the wild, stuff like that. Um, got some choices going on. Mace Horn Moose. I love that. That's my favorite one. New magical items. Not that many in this book. Not that many at all. This is just like things you would find in the world. Maybe some of it's like this and this is like these two are uncommon. That's like the two uncommon items in the book. The rest of them are pretty common. Like these are just magical items you could probably just pick up, buy at a store. The price depends on DM. We'll see. Songs of Land. Don't worry about this. I wrote songs in the book. They're really badly written. I'm not a songstress. I'm not a song. I'm not a songwriter. So anyway, Gloryanna, the first volley. You can get on coffee, you can get an itch, you can get on drive through RPG. It's a little bit more expensive drive through RPG because they take a little bit for themselves, and but it also gives you access to the Roll20 version, which is a compendium. The Roll20 version is not yet updated; that's still in the process of being updated with all the new information. But if you get the Roll20 version, drive through, you still have all the same information in there. It's just not as updated as this newest PDF. All right, it will be updated during the ongoing days, so that will happen. Yeah, if you want to get this book, like I said, my coffee page, you visit it, you can see it on my TikTok page. You can find this book also. You can search Gloryanna on itch.io. You can find Gloryanna on DriveThruRPG. Those places. That's it. That's our promo. Okay. All right. Goodbye. Later. Goodbye.